Okay, good morning and welcome to Iyun Mishnayos, talking about Perek Zayin and Mishna and Kilayim, Mishnah Aleph basically, and Mishnah Beis. The end of the Mishnah Aleph, it says, "Harkuva shabagefen emod element ikar hasheni." We're talking about a singular vine. Singular vine, you only have to distance 6 tefachim to plant something else. So these Mishnayos are talking about where you're doing something havracha, where you're taking a vine and you want to plant it in one place, but you don't want the vine to sprout really in that place. So you let it grow a little bit, and you take the vine and you bury it underneath the ground, and you let it sprout, and it grows new roots in a second place. That's called havracha, and arkuva is basically a way of doing this. It's like arkuva. It looks like at an angle or something like that. Arkuva is like a heel. It looks like a heel of a person. It's bent. So you only measure from the second ikar hasheni. You only mark the tvachim from the second root, not from the first root. The Varshim explained that if it's recognizable, if it's not completely underground, the first root, if it's recognizable, the first root, you have to be marking from the first root, and not the second root, or also the second root. So the Rav and the Rambam seem to say from the first root and not the second root, because really that's, if you see the root over there, that's already considered to be where the real geffen is, right? The havracha that you do afterwards, you bury it under, is just tafel to its batel to the original planting, and you only mark it from the first one, and therefore you can plant it with something completely right next to something the second place where it comes out from. The Tiferes Yisrael actually says both, from both of them. So this is going to be, we're going to talk about havracha in the next couple of Mishnayos. What is the din of havracha? Is the din of havracha that it's like two? It becomes like two. It grows in the second place. It becomes like two. Or is the pshat that it's not like two? It's just one long vine. It's one extension of a vine. So that would really be part of this question over here. According to the Rav and the Rambam, we'd like to say over here that it's really one and an extension. It's an extension and one extension of one. So therefore, whichever one is the more recognizable root, that's where you count from. And according to the Tiferes Yisrael, I'd like to say no, that really havracha actually makes two distinct trees, or two distinct vines. If you can see one root, you can see both roots, so then you have to be marking from both. If you can only see one, so then if you only see one, so then it's only treated as one vine. You only mark from there. I'll have to get more into this in the coming Mishnah. So I hope you enjoyed it. See you tomorrow.